Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. President John F. Kennedy once said, "Immigrants everywhere have enriched and strengthened the fabric of American life." And today, I'm standing here amidst you to discuss the most pressing problem legal immigrants from India and China face, especially that of India, in their quest to get the green card or permanent residency. And this is seldom discussed in the media. Yes, this is about legal immigrants like me, who legally come here, work hard, pay my fair share of taxes, contribute to Social Security and Medicare, and live life with life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, the same three values enshrined in the Declaration of United States Independence. And yet, as per the current estimates, the minimum wait time to get a green card is 72 years.
Oh my God.
Can anybody imagine what 72 years mean? I am 36 years old, and you add 72, I'm 108, and I'm long gone by then, by the time I get my green card. But why such an excruciatingly long wait time? To understand this, we need to understand the problem and the background. It was in 1990 when the Immigration Act was passed that continues till date, that ensured 140,000 green cards are issued every year with 7% cap per country, which means 9,800 green cards every year per country will be issued so that the best and the brightest from all across the world can come here and enrich the US economy. Now, if you have total number of applicants less than 9,800, no problem, nobody has to wait. But what if this number is quadrupled? Then people have to wait in line. What aggravates this problem is when the family persons get their green card, they are counted against the same limits that you have for the candidate. It's a very complex mathematical calculation, and even a seasoned immigration expert can hardly get it right. But to just give you a simple analogy, let's take this example. Imagine there are 5 people waiting in line at a ticketing counter to get a movie ticket, and the agent also has 5 tickets. The first person comes and says, "I want a ticket, but it's for me, my wife, and my kid." So the agent gives away 3 tickets. So now the agent is left with 2 tickets, but there are 4 people in line. Chances are that these 2 tickets will only satisfy the second person in the line, and the remaining 3 will have to wait for 1 more year. But by the next year, you have more people in line. So when you extrapolate these numbers to realistic numbers, there are 309,000 applicants from India waiting to get the green card, and that of China, 67,000. Has anything been done to remediate this problem? Yes and no. Understanding the gravity of this situation, Senator Kevin Yoder introduced a bill known as HR 392 that allows this 7% cap to be removed so that the backlog clears itself and we transition into a system where there's no backlog. This bill was introduced. It had sponsors from all across the party lines, but it was just not even debated. It was just introduced. The biggest opposition to this bill came in the form of 2 arguments. First, that it's going to destroy the legal immigration system, and second, it's going to destroy the diversity on which the immigration system exists. Now, here's my answer to those 2 arguments. Do not think more. The legal immigration system is broken. Otherwise, how can one explain people of a couple of countries wait for so long while people of other countries have to wait none at all? And if diversity is so important, can somebody explain why hard work has to be a victim of your country of birth? Imagine a person from Russia, Canada, and India all stand in a line and they have the exact same academic qualifications, exact same skill sets, yet the person from Russia and Canada will go ahead, while the person from India has to wait. This is gross injustice. It violates the basic tenet of American life, which says, work hard and you move ahead. Often, applicants are stuck in the same company for the same designation because they cannot even be promoted until the green card becomes correct. So imagine the careers of all these applicants. And if diversity is so important, then we should move to an open-based system where it does not matter which country you belong to, but as long as you meet a certain criteria and a score, which is exactly our current president has proposed. But given the current disarray in Congress, there's no hope of this bill seeing the light of the day. Let's keep the rationale and the stats aside. Let's ask a question. What would happen, and in what way will this benefit US economy if this bill is passed? And here's the answer. Google and Microsoft have embarked on some of the most transformative technological journeys of our time, and both are headed by CEOs that are Indian American. Of all the startups that have been founded by immigrants in this country, 26% are held by Indian Americans. 16.5% startups in California and 6.5% nationwide, the startups are done by Indian Americans. 17 of the startups that have been started by Indian Americans in the past few years have been evaluated to $26 billion. Where is all this money going? It is going back into this country, into the system, creating more entrepreneurs and more jobs. It's very important that we recognize that innovation and ingenuity have been entrenched in the US ecosystem for a long time. And a balanced legal immigration system is going to help rejuvenate this one and help it grow. If it's not done, then other countries are going to go past the United States, and that we cannot let it happen. So friends, anywhere you come across this issue and you have a chance to support, please do so, as it's going to help the country in itself. I would like to end by giving a quote of former President Barack Obama, who said, "What makes someone truly American isn't just blood or birth, but allegiance to our founding principles and the faith in the idea that anyone from anywhere can write the next chapter of our story."